Give me a moment. I'm trying to test the YouTube chat at the moment because I'm not sure what's going on with my app at the moment. Just give me some time. Alright, I kind of like had some technical difficulties, but I'm gonna... Alright, give me one moment. Alright, now, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna start the stream since I forgot to activate my model. Because YouTube Studio is acting like a bee here, but man, give me one moment. And I don't want to make this long, but you know. If I'm VTube Studio. I hate to restart this, but I'm gonna disconnect the cameras. Just give me one moment. Ah, there we go. That's much better now, guys. So I know this is a bit of a debut video, but you know. And I'm gonna make sure I got the chats ready, just to make sure. So I know it's gonna, I don't want to take too long of this interview. Just give me a moment. I need to try to lower down the volume a bit from the music. Yeah. So this is my original model at the moment, but before I am gonna be showing my new model, I am gonna be telling you this that like, hold on a sec, I forgot to put the sign because I know YouTube chat won't gonna. I'm gonna try to let them know, since you know, if they want to you know, talk with me through Twitch is fine, but you know, with YouTube, I take my time to respond. So, since Kick and Twitch is fine, since I had the chat app worked on Kick and Twitch, but YouTube's got a little too complicated, but I'll fix that later. So yeah, gonna put this here, right in the corner. And I know, sorry I took too long on this because, you know, I had to test some technical situations going on, but you know, but hopefully, let me see, I'm gonna go check on my Twitch app. Just gonna see, there's one viewer here watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to little chill. There we go. But yeah, very much says my debut starts, you know. I know I forgot something since it's like, it is no big deal since I know I kind of like paid my own money out of my pocket, but yeah, I still have other things to pay off, but you know, got a lot of announcements to make, so later on. So, I'm gonna try to do is, you know, give me one moment. I need to get the background music working, cause, alright. As I said, because, you know, I'm gonna try and make the audio. Yeah. Okay. As I say, because, you know, with all the situation, like I say, we'll try to begin, you know, with a debut. So, I might gonna not reveal my change of the model, so just give me a moment. I will be right back in 1 second. App. Ah, what's this? I have changed. And you know, as much with VTuber debuts, they always start with, you know, the feet first. Yeah, feet first. But you know, I end up having, but you'll see what happens with my, I have like difficult difficulties with, you know, the rigging situation, but I had to take out my glasses as, you know, in case if anything goes on, so I'm just gonna see my YouTube chats there, okay. And will gonna be, but even though if anyone like missed out on everything like the mods, the VODs or anything. VOD watchers, you know, this is a bit of my VTuber debut, but if you don't want to go on a slow debut, yeah, you'll see what happens. Just here we go. And yep. You see that fur. But my god. Cute mouth, but what the heck happened to the... Hold on. Give me one moment. The mouse is out. Let me try to turn off the camera. Alright. So, you see how my mouth moves? That's a better feature. Now you can see me how I move and all this stuff. And yep. Glorious eyes I have. Yep. I have. And yep. You see bit of detailing and voila. Yep. That's me alright. But you know, I have a bit, little technical difficulty on my eyes since I usually had to take off my glasses. But I'm not sure if I have a stand for, you know, I only have a gooseneck to do my hand cams, but I don't have like some sort of stand to get close to my face. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use an iPhone or Android phone just for, you know, the facial rigs and all this stuff. But, you know, but I have some few facial details I have from the emotions, so it's like when I get confused, I am happy inside of, and when I get into, let's say, this embarrassing situations, like, you know, if it's like something a little too spicy, or I get into a situation like, you know how every anime character always blush on everything. My tongue. Well, Amy is just like, the classic wink. Well, and that's how the reset's basically in 6. I figure it out. I thought I won't be stuck, but you know. But yeah, needed much here to say, but you know. Well, this is a bit of a debut, guys, so. But as much I say how my model. Oh, one sec. My face got stuck again. Just give me one moment. Alright. I don't know what's going on, the camera issues, but oh yeah. There we go. Did it work? Yep. Okay. I know this is a bit, since I'm streaming in the morning at this time, but you know. The thing is, I'm trying to do is, you know, late Easter and all this stuff, but you know. As I know, like, I will talk a little bit more after the debut it's over, so I wanted to try to introduce okay, not again. I don't know what's going on VTuber Studio because it doesn't read my camera right. There we go. Alright. Alright then, it's much better. With VTube Studio, yeah. But yeah. Even though you see how my eyes are a little bit in a technical difficulty, but yeah, I know. So, again with my face stuck like this. What's going on with my webcam? I might lower down the frame rate to 30, so let's see. Alright now. It could be much better now. So, I better take out my glasses because, you know, my eyes are like that. Look, I look like I'm sleepy. There we go. Alright. I look like I'm a little bit sleepy, but yeah. Just making sure. Okay. As much as I'm making sure follow verification goes and all this stuff. Well, I'm going to introduce my VTuber mama, who she kind of did made this model for me, but also she did the Nova fan art for me as well. So, and before that, I will show you my, you know, reference sheet. And you see in the reference sheet, that's me over here, as in my new 2.0 model. And with all the facing modes I have, and the parts, and the color reference. But you know, it's Humane Carte, which is by the company. But when you look through, that's basically my happy, you know, the faces I make so far. So that's that for my reference. So the next part is the VTuber mama situation and my creator of this, you know, cute looking VTuber model that I have, say. Since I know it took me time to get everything done, but you know, the payment is like, let's say, less than my true form VTuber model. But I need to try to do is get better glasses to see my eyes better, so I hate to take off my glasses for this. Or try to... It feels like I'm a little sleepy, but yeah. But I know this is a bit of a late Easter Zatsu, but you know, I am risen again. But so... I am gonna be introducing my VTuber mama, of course, to create this. If you know who she is or whatsoever, let's introduce her to. Hold on a sec. To Elena James, the one who created the Nova fan, you know, the Dr. Nova fan art for her birthday like almost a year ago, and the VTuber model, since she also is a graphic and animation designer and a web designer, but you know, here are her socials, so please contact her if you want to get a VTuber model made or fan art made or anything to do with web designing. She's here, so I give you a shout out to her. Just please give her some support you can. Like, Elena, if you're watching this, I'm basically say this. I love the work you made so far, but keep on doing what you're doing. But hopefully we might get to talk about like later projects later on. As we do, and as much I say, like I know like with that's my situation that I pay out things out of pocket which I don't like, but at the same time I have some people kind of help me out, donate to get this happening, but it's a good thing for sure, but I have more projects to be coming up very very soon, but I know she's one of my artists, like I say, who helped me out to get my channel get better, and also with any other projects related to to any of my favorite VTubers or whatsoever. So we're gonna move on to the the end parts, because the thing is yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a short stream because how I don't have too much time at this point, but since it's a bit of a Zatsu, but so I'm just gonna switch up the music to something a little too, a little chill. Well, as much I say, because how my debut happened, because I didn't stream for that long, but it is what it is. But hydration check. But hopefully you'll be seeing emotes very soon from her. It'll be on my Twitch tab and all this stuff, but but if you're like on Twitch and Kick, you able access to get to the emotes. But if you're on YouTube, well, help me gain enough watch hours if you can, because I could do YouTube membership. But also, as I said, if you're on Ko-Fi, look, you could do one-time payment, no problem. But membership is very cheap. It's like it doesn't break your wallet and all this stuff. It's just $1. You have access to my backstage and all this stuff. Like you'll see, let's say this, a preview of my next coming VTuber model and the rebrand, cause yeah, I am gonna be rebranding at some point in the fall, but depend unless funding goes through, but like the situation. But at the same time, I have more surprises ahead, so basically, once my announcement video will be announced like around this week or the next week, you see what I mean. But and also I have a giveaway coming up very very soon, guys. So as much as I say about a giveaway, because I want to do things in return for the community, like I know I do a lot of stuff that I usually supposed to be doing, but at least I want to try to try to get to the the better audience instead, and also maybe collab with other VTubers who I know, like the independent ones. But hopefully I'll get my eyes a little fixed soon, so or get new glasses. But yeah, even like webcams like doesn't even see my eyes often. But unless if I get like yeah. Okay. I gotta try to reset. Yeah, there we go. So, as I said, hopefully, everything will be alright. So, cause look, I know I'll be streaming like kind of frequently as I can, like throughout the week, like maybe twice a week or 3 times a week, depending on my work schedule, and also I'm also basically doing some deliveries as well, so be aware about that since I don't do too much of stuff, and also appointments is another issue as well. But either that, I will see you later this week, guys. So, as much as I know, how's Easter's going? Well, it's fine, but you know, the rain kind of like cut down the fun and all this stuff. But at least I see my Oshis in their bunny outfits, which is a good thing, you know what I mean? But you know, but yeah. Besides, I know like a lot of things happens, but you know, like I usually stream in the mornings some most of the times because you know, in the afternoons I usually do like, let's say, either I'm at work or let's say not like I'm at work, but also I could be at some. Okay, just give me one moment. My eyes are going like a little sleepy, but yeah, as I say, work and not just only work, and you know, I have other leisure stuff to do on my free time, but you know, I rarely gotta be, you know, streaming in the afternoons or streaming the evenings, because you know, I know the stream is kind of a bit of a short stream, but I know very well, but hopefully, I wish I would have more audience be watching my streams, but you know, hopefully, things will get better. So, first said, thank you for watching. If you're a VOD watcher, watching the whole thing, thank you. Hopefully, you know, I'm not gonna be very too long on this since, you know, at least I only have like 20 minutes left before, you know, like my psychologist called me because, you know, I have a session going on in a bit, so. And in the meanwhile, maybe, I'm not sure what to do in the meantime for the next 20 minutes. I'll try to pause this for a second. Well, okay. Because I know I've been grinding out from the lo-fi music a lot, but you know, even though the main theme I usually use, you know, that I listen is from, if you go on Steam, you know, go to Mini Cozy Lo-Fi Chat, cause you, I don't know, I mean, Cozy Room Lo-Fi, cause Mini, you know, Room Cozy Lo-Fi has like basically open domain music on there, but you can put your own music in there as well. But you know, one of the music soundtrack is Lounge Soundtrack 2. Could be feel like it's my new theme now, cause you know, I want to feel a little too original, but yeah. But even though during my rebrand, I may gotta be doing this like, with the same music like as my intro background, but you know, like you know, like things to hype up and all the stuff. But hopefully, maybe I'll do like a video intro, like let's say one thing for sure that you know, like I'll be having like, you know, horse races, umas, whatsoever, like even though it's gonna be like what are random clips I know of. Like hopefully like maybe this Saturday I may be streaming, but we'll do like a play by play from, you know, the Aqueduct racetrack situation, you know, since I wanted to do like a live you know, play by play, but I had to leave the link to you guys to watch it yourself because, you know, I don't want to get into copyright situations with, you know, let's say with Fox or Naira, cuz you know, even though I'm going to say this why like I got into my interested with horse races, so but let's switch up let's gonna pause this, switch back to the music we we gone through, cuz you know, the lo-fi chill and But you know the whole deal, like my podcast is usually YouTube only, but it'll be re-uploaded to my other channel, the Green app, but you know, it is, but as for my gaming channel, this is my gaming channel, but I really need enough, subs at the moment because I need to get back to 1,000 since YouTube really need to stop acting like this, and some people need to stop on subscribing because look, but hopefully once my rebrand happens, well, you're rarely gonna see my face in cosplay since it's a lot of situation happens here. So you much as said, please get my gaming channel up to 1,000 subscribers already. But like I will gonna say this, like you're watch, if you want to watch me play some games, but yeah, that's one thing. But for um let's see. But I am gonna make a little changes going on with my videos since it's gonna be like we'll put all my shorts into one video and delete most of it because the whole minimization situation. But and this is my main personal channel. But keep on subscribing that because I'll do some more visual novel game situations going on. Maybe replay one of the old visual novel games I have. But you would expect a lot of things happening goes on. But yeah. So let me check if if anyone replied to my YouTube. Not really. Well, and I know my eyes are like a little janky a bit, but I might gotta get new glasses. So that's what happens when let's say when you able, when you don't, help me out a bit. Yeah, I could do that, but don't worry, guys. There's a chance you'll basically, get into the giveaway, but at least you'll have your chance to help me out in return since, as I said before, if I want to do giveaways or box openings, look, please tip. That's the only thing you could do. But yeah, I'm not gonna end this short since Okay, I'm gonna go look on my Twitch. And yeah, about my Twitch, since you know I'm kind of streaming as well. Oh my god, like the illusion goes on. So, as I say, I'm gonna need to hit my goals to 30 followers, which is one of my next goal. But hopefully, I am gonna be streaming Twitch sometimes, like if it's like has like copyright music or anything, or when I'm like too lazy to stream on YouTube or anything like that. Yeah, you know the whole deal. But also, I'm trying to get to affiliate. But you're free to basically subscribe to my channel. It's like no cost, like it's like let's say this low as mostly other, the whole deal. But at least it helps out if you want to, if you don't want to donate through my Ko-fi, either send me bits or subscribe to my channel. But I am gonna be doing some emotes, posting up very very soon. So it's gonna be by my VTuber mama, Elena James. If you don't know again, let me show her. Let me show the card again. That's who she is, cause she kind of made my model and all that stuff. She might have like the emotes coming up very soon, but I'll have more on the way. So just be aware about that. And also, I do have a kick, so give me 1 minute. I usually multi-stream a lot, but the whole deal. But anyways, let's see. Where is to be dead very, very soon, so I'll update that soon. And with all the other channels I have here, I have to do a lot of bit of changes going on. Also, yeah, and thank you for watching this stream. I will see you all later. So I'm gonna switch, so give me 1 second. Gonna dismiss.